Oliver, your emotions about that, losing a tight game at the home of the league leaders?
Oh yes, two feelings. Of course, disappointment about the result. When we lose, we're never pleased. But on the other side, pleased with the performance, with most parts of the performance, especially first half, we did so well. Then we struggled 15-20 minutes, but at the end also with a great effort and tried to get the equalizer. And so many parts of the game I really liked today. But yes, when you play Arsenal here at the Emirates and the shape they are at the moment, you can't give them anything. In one situation, we gave them too much. We fouled. Let's say it was a silly foul. Saka runs away from the goal, but we're a little bit late. And then we are sleeping on the second ball, and Eberechi, if he gets a free shot inside the box, it's very often a goal. Last year we benefited from this very often, and today we suffered from this situation. But again, how we played the first half was so good. We gave them one shot from open play, and also playing forward, where 2, 3, 4, we had more set plays than they had, but we couldn't score. And then 15 minutes they were really strong. 20 minutes after halftime. But then getting back and always it looked like, okay, maybe we can get the equalizer. The energy the team had, I really loved. So proud on the performance, but disappointed about the result.
You've wanted your side to be a bit more clinical because you've had so many chances this season, but today actually creating chances was quite hard. Is that just because Arsenal are so good defensively?
Yes, they are very good defensively, but again, I think we had at least the same amount of set plays, and also we were better in this part, and it's in a few situations I think it was also our fault where we have to improve, and what we will show the players. So we have not a lot of time to train, but we will show them. We found our hands quite often. Just remember Ismail Assar in second half 2 or 3 times, and he was 4 or 5 yards in front of Declan Rice, and it just took us too long to keep the pace of the attack high. And then Declan Rice could recover, and our overload situation was gone. And these details decide if you create a chance or not, because we had an overload in this situation, but just it also shows the desire how they are working back and what effort they have to recover. But it's just for us, when you play a team that wants to win the Premier League and wants to win the Champions League, you have to be on the top level. Now we are speaking about the best teams in the world, and to be fair, in this part, we are not top of the world at the moment.
Do you think that fatigue plays any factor in those situations not quite going the way they should have done, given the schedule you've had?
No, I saw 2 or 3 Arsenal players cramping, and none of us. So no, nothing to do with fatigue, and it's would be easy if we tell you and show you maybe you couldn't do it as well. So I couldn't do it definitely. So it's not just the players here, and it's not so easy. If everybody could do it, then everybody could win the Champions League. But the players are working so hard, and I know that we'll try to improve. They're finding the pockets, the spaces more and more and more. And now it's of course to support them and encourage them, because nobody's doing anything on purpose. It's just when you play the highest level in the world, you need to perform on the highest level in the world. And in a few situations we couldn't do it today, but we accept it. We will work on our structure, but I think structure in the game was excellent defensively and also in our attack. So no, it's okay.
Just finally, does it say a lot about the ambition that Palace have and the expectations that you're setting, that you are disappointed to come to the home of Arsenal and leave empty-handed?
Exactly, that's what I told the players. They were down and frustrated, and I told them just before we arrived, I don't know, 18, 19 months ago, they lost 5-0 here, and it's now we are disappointed. And I love this ambition, I love this attitude, and this is, I think, this is what brought us, or one of the reasons that brought us into this situation where we are now, that we won the FA Cup, we play European football. And yes, that doesn't mean that we're winning every single game in the Premier League, and just watch all the results. This league it's crazy sometimes, and when you play Arsenal, and I've watched the Atletico Madrid game on Tuesday. Yeah, and they're winning 4-0, and Atletico Madrid gave their best in the Champions League. And I think Crystal Palace is not Atletico Madrid, and we did, let's say, at least as well as they did. So it's just where we are at the moment. But I love that nobody is now laying back and say, "Oh, it's all good. It was a tight game, and we were competitive, and it's all good." No, the performance was good, and now, we want to improve, and we will face them at least once, one more time this year at Selhurst. Maybe we meet them in a cup competition or whatever, and then we can show that we can do better.
Defeat today. What were your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I mean, I think we played really well against the top team in the league and one of the best teams in Europe. No, I think with us being disappointed with the result today just shows how far we've come. We've done a lot in the last year, and we have really high standards for ourselves. So, I think we all came in the changing room feeling like we left a little bit out there, and again, that shows how well we've been doing and how optimistic we are for the future.
As you say, no defeat's a positive defeat, but there were positives to take from the performance.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we kind of allowed the best team in Europe to only 1 or 2 clear-cut chances, and I think it's at the Emirates it's always a tough game to play, but especially with the form they're in right now. So we created a lot, we defended a lot, and we got unlucky with their goal. But regardless, there's a lot to build on today.
That goal, a moment of magic from Eberechi Eze, something we're well used to seeing at Palace.
Yeah, definitely seen that on the training pitch a lot, and also on the field. But when he was wearing our colors. But regardless, happy for Ebbs. Wish he hadn't scored today, of course, but happy for him regardless.
And the big tests keep on coming. Liverpool on Wednesday. A lot to take from today into that one.
Definitely. I mean, it's going to be a very similar game, I think. Liverpool, everybody knows how good they are, and the champions for a reason. So they go out there, bring the same intensity, same mentality. And I feel like every time we play Liverpool, we always get 1 or 2 more clear-cut chances than we did today. So got to make the most of them.